Hello, everybody. It's Pamela here with Natural Aromatherapy. It's Friday evening, and I've got some news. I just had to share. I'm expecting a guest tonight. Her name is Shannon Griffin. Shannon lives in California, and Shannon will be joining me momentarily. If you'd like to ask a question of us, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We'll be looking for those. I'll drop a link so that those of you on Facebook can find me live here in YouTube. And we can talk about all the great things that have been happening this week. So come on into chat and say hi. It's going to be a good evening. I'm expecting Shannon Griffin to join me shortly. And yes. I'm just waiting for Shannon to come on in now, and she should be in here in a moment. I'm just looking for another friend to join me before I get started with all the goodies I want to dish tonight. But if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for coming on by. Please subscribe to the channel, Natural Aromatherapy. Leave me a comment. Share it out with a friend. I promise I won't bore you. Yeah. Especially those of you who love aromatherapy as much as I do and are as passionate as I am about aromatherapy. I remember when I was really, really, really excited about lavender essential oils in the early days, and I thought I had arrived because lavender was happening. But then I was introduced to chamomile and frankincense and oh my goodness, the others, basil and ylang ylang. Oh my gosh, they're like my top sellers, you guys. If you've not tried any of them, I really, really recommend that you do because they're just wonderful. The other oils that I would recommend you try, if you've not tried them, for those of you who have who exercise and work out on a regular basis, and you know that feeling you get after a workout, you're just exhausted, your muscles ache. Oh my goodness, there is a silk that I would recommend with a little bath salts or Epsom salts, and then there's peppermint, just a dash of peppermint, maybe a bit of lavender to relax you, and soak in that for a good 20 minutes. My goodness, the feeling is awesome. It's amazing. You will be talking about it to your friends at the gym following the workout. It is awesome. Okay. I have tried it myself, and I have friends and clients who do the same, and they will tell you for themselves how good these oils are, how they use it, and how they came into using it. Got into these oils. I met a lady who told me she didn't start using them until she talked to me. And I was surprised. I was totally taken aback because I didn't know I had that much of a fan base prior to. Yeah, so that was the thing for me. That was really, really um, inspiring. Yeah, it was really inspiring for me to find out that someone that had just been following me since I started doing live videos got into aromatherapy, and now she's really impressed with what she's learned from me, and she's sharing with others, and she's really want to further her studies in aromatherapy. I was so touched by that. So if you have, or any of you have a question you'd like to ask me about aromatherapy and how it can help you, I'd be delighted to answer your questions in the chat. Um, you can post your questions in the chat or leave me a comment below the video and I'll see it when it's done if you don't wish for it to be answered online while we're live. Okay? So while I wait for my guest to arrive, I know she has another. Um, I don't see you. Okay. Yes. Shannon is trying to get in, but unfortunately she's not here yet, and I'm just looking to see where's my friend. Okay, let me send her this again. Bear with me, please. Wow. So, hi, welcome aboard. I see I have one viewer. Can't tell who it is, but leave me a comment in the chat. Say hello, and I'd know who you are. I can acknowledge you and answer any questions you may have. I was just having a little tech issue trying to get a fellow broadcaster into the stream, and it's just a little testy there. I haven't seen her yet, but hopefully she'll show up in just a second. So, how was your day? How have things been for you? Um, it's been a wonderful day here in the Bahamas. Thankfully, in Nassau, where I'm at, we were not hit by the storm, but our neighboring islands to the south and to the north have suffered some damage. So I have friends and family that were affected in one way or the other, and we're doing our best to see that they get the attention that they need to address the issues that have arisen. So, with that, I want to say welcome to all of you to Au Natural Aromatherapy first broadcast for the month. It's been a really busy month here. This month started off with a bang. And then, of course, there was the hurricanes and the tornadoes and everything else. So a lot of things that I had planned to do at the early part of September got pushed back to this week, and literally behind the hurricanes. So thankfully, I'm here and I can still do it. We have electricity. Let there be light. I did a broadcast earlier tonight, and there hadn't been electricity for a couple of on the weekend. So I got so comfortable when I came back home to not being in the light or um, with light that I did a broadcast with no lights on. And then I realized it afterwards, and I said, "Oh my goodness, the sun was setting. I did no lighting, and I needed to redo the broadcast with light. Ta-da! So tonight, it looks like Shannon's having a difficulty. Um, oh man, I don't know what's going on. So here's what happened. I had completed my book on the 31st of August. I was excited and I had this plan to do a release on the 6th of September, it being a special day, my mother's birthday, my grandfather's birthday, and a lot of things is happening, a lot of birthdays this month, right? So here comes Irma, and she had a plan of her own. So, of course, Irma, the hurricane, puts everybody in hurricane mode. So there's no time to party. There's no time for celebration. It's serious stuff. You got to get your stuff in order. So book release get postponed. Next thing was buy hurricane supplies, put up shutters, tell the publishers or tell the printers, hold the presses. You ain't doing no book release right now. That's not happening. But um, we'll get to that when the hurricanes pass and we see that we're safe. Okay, hurricane passed. It went by, hit the southern islands, went by us, hit the northern islands, went into Florida where my base is, and I have lots of book connections. Um, totally devastated Florida. But luckily for me, the book was printed in Kentucky, so I didn't have that problem. The problem that I had was shipping it to Florida, picking it up and getting it here. That was not going to work. And nobody's into no book when there's a hurricane cleanup effort and recovery effort going on. So, okay, I accepted that. So, here I am tonight, September 15th, with my book. Ta-da! Top 10 Essential Oils for Health and Wellness. Hot off the presses, in my hands. It's been shipped to my pre-order persons. Yes, it's on the way. It's 72 pages, and I left a place there for all of you to record a recipe, essential oil recipe that you may want to use in your personal space at home. Okay, there there are 10 oils that I've been using and my clients have been using, my friends and family have been using that have proven results. Okay, so we are not guessing. The professionals, the Robert Tisserands, the Aroma Head Institute, they use the same recipes and similar recipes. As a matter of fact, my instructor who taught me use similar recipes and similar dilutions and similar chemical makeups to create her products. Okay, so I can almost guarantee you tonight, if you were to try any of these recipes for insomnia, knee and joint pain, muscle aches, um, oh my gosh, what else? Migraine headaches, um, acne. Oh my goodness, keloid. At this very moment, we're doing a study on keloid skin. The results are amazing with essential oils. This particular client, you know, you got the client privilege. That does not apply, but I can make it apply. I'm not going to tell you the person's name, but I have a client who has two humongous keloids on the face. Yes. And she's currently seeing wonderful results with essential oils. Yes. What she's using a blend with two essential oils and a base or carrier oil. We started out with I was a plain cream, and now we're doing a coconut coconut oil base. And trust me, if you've ever seen keloid skin, it's not the prettiest thing. And to have it on your face, it's not even the least bit attractive. But for my client, we did this for 3 weeks, and she's not celebrating just yet, but she says, Pamela, I see a difference. I see a difference. And I took pictures in the beginning, and I'm planning to take pictures at the, oh, it's already been 3 weeks, so another 3 weeks, we'll take another picture, right? So that we can watch the progress of this. And the oils, the oils that I am using on this client are not in my top 10. So guess what that means? There may be another book coming. And the book that's coming, I can almost tell you, it will have the case studies. So get ready. This is just number one. Number two is already in the thought process. So it'll be case studies since I've been using essential oils or studying essential oils. But this one is just the tip of the iceberg. You have to get it to see what I'm talking about. I have friends who tell me they don't know what essential oils are. And that just got bells and whistles going. And that was the premise on which I wrote this book. Yes, it was because there were so many persons who had these misconceptions. And also, I had an experience one day. I went shopping in a craft store, and I was in the candle and incense section of the store. And one of my associates, I would say, because she'd been to one of the events that I held. And this lady, she saw me, she says, "Oh, hey, how are you? It's the incense lady." And I go, "Oh gosh, she didn't say that. She called me the incense lady." I was almost insulted because she didn't recognize the benefits of aromatherapy and essential oils. She only recognized some of the accessories that some aromatherapists have or they may sell, but it's not the meat and potatoes, like a friend of mine says. She says, it's the meat and potatoes. Yeah, so the essential oils are the meat and potatoes or the essence of aromatherapy. Um, it's what it's all about. It's where it started. These oils are very, very potent. You will never find me telling you to take a bit of essential oil and rub it on your finger or rub it on your skin, or definitely not rub it on your face. No, never. Not Pamela. Because of the strength of the oils and they go directly to your bloodstream, no aromatherapist should be telling you to go and do that. What we recommend is using a base oil. And I could tell you a horror story. I had a friend stay with me for about a year, and it was a boarder. And she was like a niece. So one day she felt irritation on her ear. So she comes to me and she says, "Oh, Pam, I've got this irritation on my ear. What should I do? Should I put some alcohol or should I try an essential oil?" Of course, I recommended a bit of essential oil. And more specifically, I recommended tea tree. So I said to her, dab the tea tree in a bit of coconut oil or olive oil and then put it on the spot. So she says, okay. And she walks away, goes and does her business. And about maybe, I would say about 4 or 5 hours later, she comes to me again, a little upset. Pam, um, I'm a little afraid. She said, my ear is swelling. And I said, what? She says, my ear is swelling. I go, girl, what's going on? She says, I put a tea tree on my ear alone. And I go, no, you did not. She said, yes. So I said, okay, quickly go and get some olive oil and put on top of the spot where you put the tea tree oil, because it's like poison. You just put an extra strength oil on your skin that's now irritating it. It's working on it. So she did. She took my advice, and within a day or so, the redness went away and the irritation healed up. So the only thing I could say to her, did you learn your lesson? She said, mm-hmm. And she never did it again. But we always talk about the story, how it happened, and she's never done it again. Never. She's a big girl now. She's graduated from university and she knows about using essential oils. She certainly does. So I don't see any questions in my chat. As a matter of fact, the chat didn't open properly. Don't know if you have any questions about essential oils. So I'm going to check it out again to see if I could open up the chat so I can see if you have a question about the oils. Those of you watching live, um, I do appreciate all my viewers, but sometimes YouTube lets me down when it comes to opening up the chat, and I have to do a little trick or two just to get it to open properly. So let's see if it's gonna open for me the proper way. Nope, doesn't look so. But if you have a question, I'll see it after the broadcast is done, and I promise to answer all questions. Okay, so let me tell you a bit more about the book. What I did in the book was, of course, I introduced myself. It's self-published, by the way. Little picture of me, and a write-up of what it's all about. And I designed the cover. It was a frightening experience, but I did it all. It's not as thin as it looked, because this is actually my draft. So, but it's basically 72 pages with a journal included for your pleasure, your notes, your whatever you want to do with it. It's yours. You know, I just put it there because I thought some persons I know may want to record recipes that I share online. Sometimes, like this, I might tell you, oh, if you know someone who's having migraines, check this particular essential oil. This is what we use. This is how it can help you or them. Okay? So, and by the way, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share as many of the videos you'd like, as well as watch as many as you'd like. These videos go back over a year, but the information is never stale because it's all about aromatherapy and how it can benefit you in your daily life. Okay? Yes. So it looks like the option I was looking for is not available to me. I don't know why my chat is not here tonight. Oh boy, that's not nice. I would have liked for you to be in the chat, or for me to at least answer your questions in the chat, and it's not available. Oh, that's strange. Must be a new update to YouTube. They're taking away some stuff and they've added some stuff. So they're always growing and progressing. So what can I say? I can only thank them for the opportunity to broadcast here live at no cost to me. So thank you so much for liking the video. But what I wanted to tell you about is there's lots of tidbits in here. Like, some people know that essential oils have Latin names. And for those studying aromatherapy, I've included a section for you that includes the Latin names of the 10 top essential oils that I've used and a reference guide, resources guide, so that if you want more information, if you'd like to know more about um, where the oils are from and what are the other Latin names for the other oils. There's I've used over 60, and I'm sure there's much more oils than that in the world. So I've made available to my readers, my followers, the Latin names for the 10 that I speak about in this book and others you can find at on my resource page in the book. I also did a using essential oil safely page, so you'd have some tips, things not to do, like applying the oil to your hair straight without a base, such as an olive oil or jojoba oil, coconut oil, or apricot oil. Oh, there's so many, but each has a different strength or a different quality, thickness. So you don't want to put a really heavy base oil on somebody like me that has oily skin. Okay, so if I'm going to use an oil on my face, it'll probably be a grapeseed oil that's light, or maybe I would use a coconut oil, but very sparingly. The other oil, I'd use an olive oil on my face. Yes. Now, the other thick, heavy oils, I would not put on my face. Not at all. Because I have the tendency, I have they call it the T-spot, right? So I have these oily cheeks. I have an oily forehead. And sometimes my chin shines too. So, it all depends on the individual and the skin type. So I give you a bit of a breakdown in the beginning, how my essential oil journey started and my introduction to essential oils. And it was somewhat by accident, but a very delightful accident, not a bad accident at all. Then I go into details about the 10 oils that I've chosen. I gave you a breakdown what these oils are for. And if you watch my Instagram page, Oh Natural Aromatherapy on Instagram, you will find that bits from my Instagram is taken into the book. It's included in the book. And the color scheme that I've chosen somewhat came from my website and the Instagram page. I tell you about the scents. You want to know how an oil smells and where you could find that oil if you wanted it today. You want to just acquire that oil. Like, I know someone who contacted me earlier today. She wanted to find tea tree like right now. Where can I find it right now? And I said, well, you can either call me and let me know where you're going to be. I can try and deliver it to you, or you can go to my website, click, and have it delivered to you. So she made the choice of going to my website to get that oil and having it delivered to her. Then I go into detail and I tell you in the book um, the therapeutic properties of each of those 10 oils. And it's not just one property for 10 different oils. Each of them are different. Each has a different characteristic. So each oil has a different therapeutic property. And there are some oils that work well together. So I go into that in the book and I give you an idea. But like I tell you, this is the first edition, and there's so many angles that this book could go on for. And I may just be in the process of doing book 2. So get book 1 right away. It's gonna be gone quickly because there's only a certain quantity being printed in the first run. Um, there may be a second run if the second book doesn't come out before it's finished. Okay, so follow through. So once I'm done with the 10 oils and talking about them and talking about the experiences that I've had and clients have had without naming the client, um, I talk about the therapy methods. So, meaning, how do you use these essential oils, or how do you use aromatherapy? And just to give you a clue, I heard someone refer to their girlfriend today as a witch because she lights candles in the house. Hello, no such thing. Um, it's for relaxation, health, wellness, mood shifts. It's setting the mood. Um, there's several, over 5 to 7 different methods of applying these oils. So that's in the book. I also do the tips and tricks for using the essential oils, or how should I say this? I did diffusers and the types of diffusers, how you could use them. So there's a diffuser that you could use in your office that I wouldn't recommend in the home. There's a diffuser that you can use um, in the, like, you don't want to use a candle lit diffuser around children or in a room where it's low and kids can come in and out and play with it. You have to use these things sensibly. Think about it before you put them anywhere in your home. I would use an electric diffuser in a kid's room and put it at a level that the child can't reach it to play with it, thinking it's a toy. And the electric diffuser does not have any sort of um, fumes, or well, it doesn't have a candle that lights, so that's out of the way. The electric diffuser is filled with water and the oils, and it's heated, but the molecules evaporate into the air, and if it's placed properly, the kids won't be able to use it. I won't even show you them because you'd have to see it in the book. Then I talk about jewelry. There is aromatherapy jewelry. There's so many different types, really cute ones too. Then I give you a selection of recipes. I give you 5 or 6 in total for various things such as back pain relief, um, a seasonal blend just to make the house smell good at, let's say, the holidays or something. Then we do an insomnia and emotional balance blend, a muscle and joint pain blend. And these are common blends, but they're they vary. There's so many of them that you can choose from. So I give you a few samples, And then I've had a few clients step forward and say, "Oh yes, Pam, I would talk about essential oils and what you've um, brought into my life and what you shared with me." And though that particular person, those persons, because there was about three, four, five persons that submitted testimonials to my website and to my, well, I picked five. There's more there. I picked five and I got their permission, of course. Didn't write anything without asking the people permission. So I had to get the permissions, and I included those in the book. So you would hear from five um, living persons who are still using essential oils today. And I'm writing a paper as we speak about a condition called Ehlers-Danlos. It's a rare condition. And this particular person that I met just recently has been suffering with this rare disease for years. And she's now um, somewhat incapacitated. But the only relief she says she finds is aromatherapy. She does the soaks, she does the rubs, and her doctor has given her permission um, to use the aromatherapy in her treatment, and she's so elated that we met. And I told her I'm going to use. I asked her permission first to write about the case, and she said yes. So I'm excited. She's excited, and I'm going to document her case in one of my studies. Like, you have to write a research paper. My research paper is going to be on Ehlers-Danlos condition. Yeah, it's rare. And this individual is so excited to tell her story. Um, and she's gonna share it with me. I'm really, really touched by that. And I'm excited to get started. As a matter of fact, I started it today. Once we had already done our preliminaries, our talks, and I got my okay signed off, you can write about it. I was on that. So it'll be a research paper that I do for my certification. Be the last thing I do. And then I could continue working on book 2. Because book 1 is on the market, my dear. Ain't it pretty? It's not only pretty, it has some really good pictures and cool stuff in it. I'm excited. I was really excited when I saw the sales starting, and I got, oh my gosh, it's really happening. You know, when you've been working on something for so long and you don't know if it's going to happen, and when it does happen, you say, whoa, thank you, Lord. I did that. I had that kumbaya moment. The books are now selling on Amazon. There it is. And I'm going to, wow, I don't have the chat. I would have dropped it in the chat. But if you follow me on Facebook, and if you look at the comments following this video, I will actually drop the link for the book, this book, and my website where you can find more essential oil information. It's actually aromatherapy.com. Okay? And the book is Top 10 Essential Oils for Health and Wellness. I was hoping to have my friend Shannon Griffin join me tonight. She's a cancer survivor who's planning an event for this October. And Shannon is such a wonderful person. She's been introduced to me by a friend of mine from Scotland, Fraser Ramsey. And Shannon is just awesome. She creates t-shirts for her organization, and they're the most beautiful designs and colors, and oh my goodness, She has the color psychology thing down pat, and I'm so sorry I couldn't get her to join me tonight. But I know she's doing a live broadcast tonight on Facebook. So she's in California, so they're like 3 or 4 hours behind us. So I'm gonna pop over there and see if she's there. This is the other book that was recommended. Well, it was a gift to me before I wrote my book, and it was an essential oil guide. And this book gave me the motivation I needed to go and get started to write my book, because this lady's story is similar to mine in getting started. She she talked about looking for natural cures, and she had a weight loss issue and anti-aging. She was looking for stuff to keep her skin in order and smooth, and taking care of acne. And she was such an inspiration in her writing. I decided that I'd do my book before the year was out. And believe it or not, I finished by August 31st, and it's just a little over half of the year. And I just started it in January. I think I got this book in December, and I read it within maybe a day. Yeah, they're about. The date is not on this. Yeah, I got this in January. Yeah, it was a Christmas gift. It was a Christmas gift, and yes, I finished it, and it was the inspiration for me starting my book, along with a challenge in the Work and Focus group. And I'm just so happy that I've done it. It's out there now. It's in the universe. It's done. It's gone. I'm so sorry I didn't have my chat tonight so that I could see what's going on with you guys, and get your comments and feedback on what's going on with you all. And but leave me a comment in the comment below the video, and I will answer all those questions to the best of my knowledge within tonight and tomorrow. But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your being here. Sorry we didn't have the chat available to us. Yeah. With that, I'm going to say good night. And if you're watching the replay, please subscribe by clicking the red button below the video. Leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much again for being here tonight. I'm Pam Gomez, O Natural Aromatherapy. You can check us out over on our website, onaturalaromatherapy.com. Oh, by the way, we have a Amazon affiliate program on my website. So if you purchase anything between now and October 31st, I will get a small commission. That's an affiliate link on my website. But that is coming down at the end of October. But oils will still be made available for sale, and other products on my website. Okay, just thought you should know that. Thanks again. Bye for now. Peace.